Hello and welcome to Business Talk, brought to you by the Northern Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce. I'm Britt Scearce with Wes Banco. I'm your host. And today here in studio, we have Jamie Charlton, and he is with Saxon Financial. And we're going to talk a little bit about Saxon. Jamie, how you doing today?
Good, Britt. Thanks for having me. It's good to see you again.
Yeah. So what kind of cool things are going on at Saxon? Right now we're heading up to the end of the year, so that's, like open enrollment time and all that kind of good stuff, right?
Yeah, you got it. So fourth quarter is always busy in the benefit world because, most benefit plans run January to January. So this is the time of year when HR departments are going crazy trying to figure out what they're going to offer for next year. And so the insurance carriers are sharpening their pencils, looking at underwriting. We're out, if you're a current member, we're out looking at the renewal, seeing what we can do for you in the marketplace. And if you're not a client of ours yet, we're hoping you come work with us, and we'll make sure to find that deal for you.
Yeah. So is that form fire? Is that the thing?
Yeah. So we have a lot of form fire. You know it very well. Most people don't like form fire. So a lot of the carriers have done too is gone to just a census underwriting.
Okay.
So as long as we get details on the census of the group, some of the carriers will underwrite that way. So they're adapting to that because they understand that a lot of groups don't like to do form fire, so they're losing opportunities. So. Form fire is there, but there's also other opportunities besides form fire if clients just don't want to mess with it.
Yeah. And, a lot of the companies that have small groups, I mean, is that more important with the smaller groups? Because obviously if you have 4 or 5 or 6, really, folks with a lot of health issues, that really kind of skews a lot of the premiums for that whole group.
It does. And that's the good thing about the Affordable Care Act. When it got passed, it capped the limit that people can have as far as a premium.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, before the Affordable Care Act, an insurance company could rate you 150%. So that would be their way to saying, hey, Britt, we don't want your company.
We just don't. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
So what Form Fire has allowed us to do is it's allow those healthy groups to keep those good rates. Mm-hmm. But then to your point, if you have 5 or 6 conditions in the group, then that group, we know that group's capped. Mm-hmm. So there's a answer for those groups. So yeah, Form Fire weeds that out, and it lets us to have intelligent conversation with that client because we can go to that client and say, here's the data. It's not the insurance company being bad insurance company. It's just you've got some conditions that cost a lot of money.
Yeah. Now you are able to help anywhere from individuals all the way up to big companies with thousands of employees, right?
We do. Yeah, our niche really is that individual Medicare. So we have a whole department at Saxon that does that. And that's actually coming up October to December is Medicare open enrollment. Okay. And there's 10,000 people a year turning 65. So that's a huge part of our business right now. But yeah, it's on the group side. Our niche really is that 2-person group up to 250, 300. We don't dabble. We have the ability, but we don't dabble in that 1,000-person. We let other companies go do that. It's a whole different world. But that really, that 20, I'd say our sweet spot where we've made our name is that 20 to 100 person group is really what our sweet spot is.
Yeah, and a lot of small businesses, they really need the kind of services that you offer because, you guys go in there, you're hands-on, you hold their hand through this whole thing. It can be complex, right? And you guys make it simple.
Yeah, and that's really our magic elixir. I like to say we blend people with technology. So we have a full service team here in Sharonville that takes care of any of the service that any employee or an employer needs. But on top of that, we add technology. So a lot of firms, won't bring that technology down to that smaller group. We bring that enrollment technology down so that the employee, back in the day, I don't know if you remember filling out paper apps and you're tracking down HR is asking where this paper is and you're taking it home to show your wife and you forget it at home. And then especially, our blue collar guys that are working in the field.
Yeah.
They put it in their pickup truck or their van and it's gone. So you got to get another one. So what we've done is created enrollment technology where they can all do it on their smartphones or they can do it online. They can have their spouse do it at home. So it's done and they don't forget about it. So
That's brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Makes open enrollment a lot easier.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody nowadays, for the most part, everybody has a phone.
Yes.
And that's, and I'm amazed, like being in the financial world, how many people don't have a computer.
I know.
I mean, they literally do everything on their phone. And some things work great on your phone. Yeah. Other things aren't working so great on your phone.
And even then, we'll have our team go out and sit with the group and do the open enrollment right there. So, we'll take 4 or 5 laptops out and just have people make their elections there. To your point, because it's hard to believe in the 21st century, people still don't have computers.
Yeah. And I mean, in our world, being, with what we do, I mean, we all have multiple computers. And
I like to lose them sometimes.
Yeah. But that kind of service, though, is, I mean, that's really huge because a lot of companies, I mean, they just need, they want to provide good benefits for their employees. They want to take good care of their employees, and that's why they choose, good carriers like you, and people that will come in and really, hold the hand of the employees if they have to, to get it done. And bring your own computer, or use my cell phone, or whatever.
And we want to be, and you hit a key point there, Britt. We want to be that partner with that employer. A lot of people think benefits is HR. We're just one sliver of HR.
Yeah.
And there's so much more to HR than benefits. So we want to be that reliable source for that benefit piece of HR for that, because small business owners, I mean, you work with them too at West Banco. Generally, it's a spouse or a key employee or a family member who's running books, HR, benefits, everything else. So we want to be that source when it comes to benefits for that employee or that employer. And the other thing too that we're noticing a lot, I'd say probably 90% of the groups I've talked to, 90% of our clients, a lot of them can't find good people to work. They're having a hard time finding people to work.
Across to all industries.
Recruiting and retention is a huge factor when it comes to benefits. So you're seeing a lot of groups go back to richer benefits now to keep employees. So that to your point about complicated conversations, it's okay, how can I keep these employees, or how can I recruit employees and keep the ones I have? I mean, there's 3 generations of workforce now. You've got the baby boomers, you got you and I, the Gen X crowd, and then you've got Gen Z millennial blends. So each of those 3 groups of people want different things.
Yeah.
So it is a fine. It's almost, I love it because it's almost putting a puzzle together. Yeah. It's like, who needs what, and again, how does that Medicare conversation fit into your boomer conversation? So it is. It's fun, but there's a lot to it. So if you're one piece of advice I'll give a business owner, if it's just throw a dart at a board for the lowest rates, you're doing yourselves any favor.
No. It's you really need a full service company to come in and just that has enough options and everything, but will also, just like you said, just kind of take it off of them.
Yeah.
I mean, really, all they, you can do all that heavy lifting and just really just allow them to make some decisions. Yeah. They, instead of them just trying to figure it out. And gosh, and you've been doing it now for what, 20 years?
Yeah, just celebrated our 20th year. I wish it was just 20. I've been doing it for about 26. But yeah, Saxon's 20 years old this year. We'll be 21 in December. So it's been a great ride. So appreciative of the clients that have stayed with them. And we've had a number of clients that have been with us those 20 years.
Wow.
So yeah, just very appreciative of the support, and we continue to grow. So our staff is A1. Love our staff. I mean, they take care of us. We take care of our clients, and taking care of our clients is our number one value.
I see your stuff show up in my social media feed all the time. So is it Lexi that does your marketing?
Yes.
She's doing a good job.
Thank you. Yeah, Lexi, she did it about a year ago, and she's been with us. She started with us at 16, believe it or not, as an intern.
That's great.
And just worked her way up, and she came to me about a year and a half ago, said, I really would like to do marketing. I said, okay, when it comes available, you've shown you can do it, and she's run it for about a year now, and it's done phenomenal. So we're very happy with her and the job she's doing. So thank you for that acknowledgement.
Yeah. I mean, we're all kind of on our social media, all the time. And I definitely see Saxon.
I appreciate that.
It shows up at one point or another in my feed. So,
that's great.
And I keep seeing that you're growing and that you're adding advisors, and, so you're doing great. You've done a great job building this company.
Appreciate that. Thank you. We're trying to stay on top of the northern Cincinnati. We got an office in Dayton now, brick and mortar in Dayton.
Okay.
So, between Cincinnati, Dayton, we do a lot of business in Columbus too. So trying to serve the region, not just Cincinnati. So lots of chambers growing. We're kind of following that northern approach as well. So it's been a good 20 years.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What other hot things are going on right now?
It's other than benefit enrollment, we're starting some new stuff. With some, we're partnering with Allstate on a new initiative.
Okay.
To get out and spread the word on supplemental benefits. Okay. We've partnered with a local firm here in Sharonville, actually, called Easy Apps Online. Okay. So that'll be being rolled out here in the next couple of weeks. So, that's going to be a direct-to-broker approach. Okay. So not so much direct to help that broker go after their clients or help their clients with supplemental benefits. So a lot of things in the hopper that we're taking that outside the box approach to benefits versus just that, here's your rates, go to your rates. So a lot of good things going on. We're very excited.
Man, that's great. And let's see, gosh, you've been a member of the chamber since Gosh, I mean, ever since I've been here, I mean, has it been 15, 20 years?
At least, yeah.
Did you pretty much sign up when you started the company?
It seems like it. Rich Arnold was on my door probably 2 or 3 years into it, yes. And then he trapped me on the board, and I've been on the board way too long.
I was going to say, you've been on the board for a long time.
Yes. I try and get off, and they keep sucking me back in. But no, I mean, speaking of growth, it's great to see what they've done. Lois has done an excellent job.
Yeah.
The staff there is A1. So
yeah,
very excited to see where it's come. Need to get you on the board.
Well, maybe one of these days. But gosh, you've done a lot in the community. You've done a lot, for the chamber, and I know you guys do a lot of other kind of, just good things in the community outside of business too, as far as volunteering and that kind of thing.
Yeah, one of my proudest things about Saxon is our Saxon Strong program. It's a community strong program, but we sponsor nonprofits throughout the year. We probably work. What we do is we select 4 a year, 1 a quarter, that our employees choose. So it's not just me saying, "Hey, as an organization, these are the ones we're going to pick." It's an employee-driven initiative. But then on top of the 4 big ones we pick, we also pick little ones that are important to the employees, and we sponsor that. It might be a walk, a golf outing, might be a food drive. So very proud of our staff. We believe in giving back. You got to take care of the community you work in.
Yeah.
And so our staff is very, very good at that. And to Lexi's point, Lexi runs that initiative with a few of the other ladies in the office, and they do a great job.
I think we spoke about that when she was on with me. So, that's great. I mean, like I said, all around, Saxon is you and Saxon and all your employees, everybody I've interacted with, total top-notch class act. So
Appreciate that.
you guys, like I said, do a great job, and I know many of your clients, and they all say good things too. So
Wonderful.
it's not just my interaction here at the chamber with you.
Appreciate that.
So
Appreciate
the
that,
actual work that you do is good too.
Thank you. We're looking to grow, so if you know any good people, let us know.
Okay. Okay. Well, our guest has been Jamie Charlton with Saxon Financial. You've been listening to Business Talk, and until next time, we'll see you right here.